It is a symbol of freedom, a beast of raw power, waiting to be unleashed to anyone who can tame it.
And when you crank that throttle, what a rush! Yeah!
It's a pretty simple machine. All you do is sit on it, give it gas, and go.
Motorcycles have become a way of life for millions and a symbol of deeply held value.
Owning a Harley has been a great experience for me, and there's no other way to explain it other than
to be out, to be free, the smell of the air and the wind all around me.
An empire has been created of loyal subjects, from newcomers to old followers,
Captain here.
from biker babes to biker babies.
Looks like your dad.
They all share a common passion, the love of the open road.
Hi, welcome to American Spirit. Man, we got a show for you today. We're in Western Georgia, Warm Springs, Georgia, and we came across a gem. The riders, you guys are going to love this. Gals too, lady riders, you got to check this town out. There is an awesome motorcycle museum here. In fact, there's several here in Warm Springs, Georgia. Our friend Preston's got them, and they are cool. Art in Motion, Photo Excursion, and Route 66. And our good friends here, Dan, an extreme rider, we're going to check out his store. We're going to have a blast. This show's awesome. Sit back, get your sweet tea, don't go surfing away on Tim, and welcome to American Spirit. And that show's going to kick in now.
I came here about 4 years ago and I started on this project, and the first thing we did was we brought a courtyard in the back, and we now changed it. We changed it to Biker Village. We have 3 museums, and I guess we're on our 4th one now. In our first museum we have quite a few motorcycles, and they go back as far as 1902. In fact, the 1902 is before Harley ever came out. As you know, it's 1903, and it's a marsh. And it's when you look at it, you'll see that it's different, just the way it's set up.
Now here's what I'm talking about, kids. Absolutely original 1913 Excelsior. This is an original bike. That's what I love about this museum, man. There's things in here that is restored, but man, Preston knows what he's doing. He's keeping this one original. You're not going to see this anywhere but at Art in Motion. And man, I'll tell you, there's a whole lot more. We're going to go see what else right now.
Another one that we have in the museum that's interesting is we have a 1973 Harley that's in the box, in the original crate, and it's never been removed from it. It's still set up with the original package and everything. And then I guess I don't know which Indian you'd pick out as the one you like most, but we have 10 Indians in the first museum, in the Art in Motion one. And I guess there's all kinds. There's a 48, I believe it is, a 48 Indian. It's an 80 cubic inch, and that's not all. There are other Indians that go back from 1915 to 1920, and I think you would enjoy just seeing any of them. There's so many in there that you just have to see yourself, but there are belt drives and there are ones that are 4 cylinders, and that's just all kinds. And that's not all that's in this museum. There's all kinds of other things that you can see. We have a whole magic collection, including some personal items that belong to Houdini. And you'll see a lot of that kind of thing in the first one. And what I'm trying to say is, in the first museum you will see so many different things and different categories of things that it'll entertain anybody, and anybody would be interested in it. And it's quite a history. It's a lesson on history, and a lot of things to see that people just like to see and they don't see anywhere else.
Now this is what I'm talking about, Art in Motion Museum. Let's take a look at these Indians. Starting in 1947 Bonneville, 80 cubic inch engine. Now we've got another array of pristine restored Indians here, ranging from the period 1915, 1920s. They've also got some pieces here from the Everhart Museum. An array of British bikes on display as well. Absolutely awesome. You're not going to see this stuff anywhere. You're going to need to get here to see this kind of collection. And vintage, pristine, restored motorcycles. Now, many of these bikes are original as opposed to being restored. Now, there's something here for everybody. We've got stuff for the kids here, memorabilia from Houdini, Tiffany lamps, jukeboxes, music boxes, something for everybody. If you don't get here, you are really missing out.
In our photo excursion museum, when you approach it, you'll see that it's different from anything you will ever see anywhere else. To start with, we have murals outside, and that leads you to inside. When you come inside, you're going to see murals everywhere on every wall, and you can actually get your picture made on a motorcycle and for instance, look like Steve McQueen in The Great Escape. You crawl up on the bike and you take your picture, and it looks like you've jumped the fence, the way it's set up in the house. There are all kinds of different pictures in the photo excursion. One of the scenes in our photo excursion depicts Route 66. You'll see the Corvettes, you'll see the different scenery that was along Route 66 many years ago, and some of it still is. And I think you would probably enjoy getting your picture made along the route. Al Capone is there himself, and you will see that he's already there. You can stand up beside him and you can get your picture made with him. There are lots of other things that you will see in this museum. Even there's a children's room here inside. If you want to bring your children with you, take them inside, let them take a picture among the bears. We have all bears throughout the room, and they can be one of the bears themselves.
Not only do you have the photo opportunities, but as you go through the museum, you will see all kinds of different things. Music boxes, you're going to see Wurlitzer, antique, if you will. I mean, just spectacular. There's a Harley Davidson jukebox in here that'll rock your socks off.
You will see all kinds of bikes. Most of the bikes are either Triumphs or BSAs, and every one of them have been restored to the nth degree. They're all, and I'd say it's perfection. And they have never been cranked, they have never had gas put in their engines, they've never had oil put in them. They are just absolutely the perfect specimen of what you'll see in photo excursion. The whole house is full of all kinds of eclectic antiques in addition to that. I don't know of any other museum like it. If you go inside, on the inside you'll see the stained glass ceilings, you'll see leaded glass windows done by professionals, and I don't know of another place that you're going to see the same scenery that you're going to see here in this one museum.
Now, Warm Springs, Georgia is no big city, and hallelujah for that. Very quiet, very friendly, a lot of fun, a lot to do while you're in town. Whether you're a rider coming here, riding in with a group, a meetup group, or a motorcycle club, if you just want a quaint little getaway. Now, just outside of town, if you enjoy wine tasting and fine wines, be sure to stop in and check out the Warm Springs Winery. These wines are spectacular, and any trip to Warm Springs deserves a trip to the winery. FDR's Little White House. You'll also find wonderful dining and establishments, museums, antiques, and more. And everyone here is very friendly, very laid back, and you will enjoy every minute of your time here in Warm Springs.
Dream Rider started 8 years ago in a 10 by 15 room in Warm Springs, Georgia. 8 years later, we now own our own building. It's about 2,800 square feet. We offer a tremendous selection of leather and textile jackets for the various riders. Our men's selection, we carry about 8 or 9 different vests, 7 or 8 different jacket styles. The ladies, we have 12 jacket styles for them and at least that many vests in stock. Chaps to fit everybody from size 8X down. We have a tremendous selection of shirts for men and women. We go everywhere from the sleeveless men's shirts to the very decorative ladies' shirts. The helmet room that we've added on last year, a couple years ago, we have a tremendous selection of DOT-rated helmets. And then we carry all of the small things that the riders are looking for, from the gremlin bells to the fringe for their handlebars, ladies' pocketbooks, sunglasses, goggles. Whatever a rider needs, we carry in stock. In addition to all of those items, we also carry a full selection of saddlebags for the motorcycles. We have tour packs available. We have a great selection of patches, and Karen comes in the first weekend of every month. She's here the first full weekend sewing patches and doing minor leather alterations. Heat transfer machine, we have a heat transfer machine and do a lot of designs on t-shirts and these rag sleeve shirts. We have a very large parking lot, probably an acre and a half of land here that we can park bikes on. We estimated we could put about 500 bikes here.
Man, I'll tell you what, the Extreme Rider Store's got it going on, from saddlebags, helmets, do-rags, jewelry, gloves. They've got all kinds of stuff. And the one thing I really enjoyed here, talk about cost-friendly. A lot less than many of the locations I've seen out traveling on the road, and even some of their prices beat a lot of the online prices I see on a lot of different accessories that you're going to need when you're out riding around. So be sure to take your time, walk around. When you're checking out the museum, they got a lot of great deals over there as well. All kinds of t-shirts and novelties and things you can pick up. And when you're over here, again, t-shirts, novelty items for the riders, a lot of fun things, a lot of cool gifts. Let's go ahead and check out some other fun things we can get into here in Warm Springs.
As a destination ride, we offer the riders a lot of different things as the season approaches. We have a free swap meet that we set up in the parking lot, allowing them to bring their products and sell whatever they want to, even their motorcycles. Our celebration of motorcycles then and now is our anniversary party. We do that every April. The dates change depending upon what's going on in the area. We allow them to bring their rides to here. There were a good stopping point for them halfway through. We host a lot of rides that come in. They'll get off their bikes for an hour, shop around, eat, and then finish their rides. A lot of people begin to use this as a stopping point for their ride. We built a stage and they can bring their own bands in. So we try to offer something every month for the riders to do. Even if it's just different rides in the area, when they come in and want to know what to do, we try to have a planned ride for them, or give them directions of where they can go to see different things in the area. So we try to create events as need be. The celebration of motorcycles is our biggest event each year. We have bands on Saturdays and Sundays. We bring in vendors. We have food vendors here and leather vendors. We give them free drinks when they get here, Cokes, water. We offer them popcorn and peanuts as part of the overall event. And they're free to come and go as they want. There's never an admission cost for our parties that we do here. It's a way to say thank you to the riders that support us all year long. We host a lot of charity events here where they bring their charity rides in. There's a group in the area called Southside Riders that does a tab run ride every year from the Ronald McDonald House. We're a very active participant in that, collecting tabs here at the store. People drop them off all year long, and then in September we do the tab run ride where we turn them in. And the store, our customers have received the first and second place trophies for the last couple of years in the event. We work with virtually any of the ride groups that want to come here. We have a police ride that comes into town every year, and we have a women's shelter on the outside of town that brings a charity ride in here for them. So whatever the cause, we're here for them. We do donate product to them, and gift certificates and things of that nature.
A smaller museum that we have is built in '66, and it has a touch of Marilyn Monroe just like all of the other museums that we have. But the bikes include racing bikes, and we have a whole scene that reminds you of Daytona. We call it Little Daytona, and when I say I mean postage stamp size Little Daytona. The different bikes, all as you walk into the house, you'll see mirrored ceilings, and all of our museums are different. We try to make them different because we want something, a different attitude toward each museum that we have. And you combine all three, you will see that it puts together quite an impressive bunch of museums, I would think.
Now here's what I'm talking about. One of the most recognized iconic motorcycles in the U.S. and the world, the Easy Rider bike. You know, this is a user-friendly museum. You don't have to worry about tippy-toeing around. Oh my gosh, can't touch that. You want to sit down, have a photo op, Preston will let you do that. Just see that someone's there maybe to help you, maybe take the picture for you. Whole lot of fun. You're going to enjoy these museums. This is the Route 66 Museum. Of course, they have the Art in Motion and the photo excursion. This one's kind of racing themed. You're going to find a lot of cool stuff here. Probably run into Marilyn Monroe. Who knows? Elvis Presley. A lot of cool memorabilia throughout these museums. Now in Little Daytona, you're going to see racing bikes, and you're also going to come across a 1937 Indian inline four-cylinder with an electric start. You are going to want to check out this museum when you're at Biker Village and going through the other shops as well. And all of the museums here are spectacular.
I think you'll find that we have an interesting place that was called the Courtyard. Now it's being changed to the Biker Village. And as you walk in, you'll see the big sign saying it's Biker Village, and there's a stage right there beside it. It's freshly built. We just built it. In fact, our first star on it will be Elvis Presley, and that's coming up soon. And if you look around, you're going to see so many different things that you won't see other places. There's an old truck, and it's really not a truck, it's a jukebox. It looks like a truck. We have an orchestrion inside that has such sound that just goes all over the courtyard. And that's a place that we have for you to eat and enjoy the music at the same time. And as you walk around the courtyard, you will see different buildings, small buildings all over. We have opened a new, I guess you'd almost call it a museum, but we will be selling fatigues in the little shop. It's kind of a military. We call it Fort Benning's. Just for something of interest, there are a couple of little motorcycles that are there, and you would drop them out of airplanes. We have two where you can see what they look like before and after, but one of them is done in the form, we have it where you can see it in its form of a suitcase. And the other one is where it's opened up and like it would be after you open it up ready to ride. And there are a lot of things that you're going to see around the courtyard that I don't know where else you would see them.
Well, alrighty then, another cool show, American Spirits, just for you. Man, when we're out traveling, checking out all these cool locations, bringing you tips on motorcycles, things that you and the family, you and your lady can get out and do, this is one you're gonna wanna do. Warm Springs, Georgia. Get to the Motorcycle Museum here. Man, I'll tell you, you'll have a blast, the food, everything. Entertainment. Get over to Extreme Rider, our friend Dan, get in his store, check it out. A lot of great deals on leather, saddlebags, all kinds of stuff. Dan's a great guy. If he's there, shake his hand, chat with him. He's a cool dude. You'll be doing much better once you've met him, checked out his store. Now, also, I'd like to make sure everyone knows when you're in town, be safe, ride safe. Watch out for the other cars, watch out for the other riders. Be patient. We want you alive, we want you safe, we want you to enjoy your riding experience out there. Now, when you're in town, you're looking for an awesome place to stay, I'll tell you what, the Merriweather Country Inn is where we stayed. Awesome, just like being at home. Everyone around here in Warm Springs, like family, like friends, you're gonna enjoy it. make it a point, whether you're at the Dragon in the Carolinas, not that far to come on down here, bring the gang with you, bring some clubs along, get some family groups together, meetup groups and so forth. Well worth your drive. A lot to do here as well. Check out the Warm Springs, check out the winery. Also, you can check out FDR's Little White House. A lot of rich history. And if there's anything you would like me to film, I don't care what it is, you want me to talk to you about certain brands of bikes, customizing tips, locations that you think would be cool to be featured on American Spirit, log onto our website, shoot me an email, we'll be happy to check it out and plan to get out and film something that you want to see on the show. Show's all about you and the exciting locations that we go to, the tips and information we bring you on motorcycles and motorsports. Be sure to check us out, like us on Facebook, check out our clips on YouTube. Mobile apps are free worldwide. We're on iTunes. For your iPad, you watch us on the phone, iTouch. Check us out on Kindle and Droid systems as well. And until next time, check out American Spirit, get out, enjoy your life, have a lot of fun. We'll see you next show.
Thought I had this whole life figured out. With everything I thought I knew, seems I find myself still in doubt. Could it be more than what I knew?
Now for your next stay in Warm Springs, Georgia, be sure to stay at the Merriweather Country Inn. For more information, log on to their website at merriweathercountryinn.com. Now for more information on Art in Motion, Photo Excursion, and Route 66 Motorcycle Museums, log on to their website at bikervillage.net. Now when you're in town visiting Warm Springs, Georgia, be sure to stop into Extreme Rider Motorcycle, Leather Accessories, and more. Log on to their website at extremerider.com.